The 30th Infantry Division was a unit of the Army National Guard in World War I and World War II. It was nicknamed the Old Hickory Division in honor of President Andrew Jackson. The Germans nicknamed this division Roosevelt's SS. The 30th Infantry Division was regarded by SLA Marshall as the #1 infantry division in the European theatre of operations, involved in 282 days of intense combat over a period from June 1944 through April 1945. World War I. The division was originally activated as the 9th Division under a 1917 force plan, but changed designation after the outbreak of World War I. It was formally activated under its new title in October 1917, as a National Guard division from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee. Its organization included the 117th, 118th, 119th, 120th, the 113th, 114th, 115th Artillery Regiments, the 113th, 114th, 115th Machine Gun Battalions, and the 105th Engineer Regiment. The major operations it took part in were the Ypres and the Somme Offensive, in which it was one of the two U.S. Army Second Corps divisions to break the Hindenburg Line in the Battle of St. Quentin Canal. Its total casualties were 8,415. Its KIAs were 1,237 and WIAs 7,178. Commanders: Marge, Gen. J.F. Morrison, Brig. Gen. William S. Scott, Marge. Jeannie Christis P. Townsley, Brig. Gen. Samson L. Faison, Marge. Jeannie Christis P. Townsley, Brig. Gen. Samson L. Faison, Brig. Gen. L.D. Ison, Brig. Gen. G.G. Gatley, Brig. Gen. Samson L. Faison, Brig. Gen. L.D. Ison, Brig. Gen. Samson L. Faison, Marge. Gen. G.W. Reed, Brig. Gen. R.H. Noble, Marge. Gen. G.W. Reed, Marge. Gen. Samson L. Faison, Marge. Gen. Edward Mann Lewis, Brig. Gen. Samson L. Faison. World War II. Activated the 16th of September 1940. Assigned to Camp Atterbury, Indiana, the 10th of November 1943 to the 26th of January 1944. Overseas, the 11th of February 1944. Campaigns: Normandy, Northern France, Rhineland, Ardennes, Central Europe. Days of combat: 282. Distinguished Unit Citations: 8. Awards: MH6, DSC 50, DSM 1, SS 1773, LM 12, DFC 3, EDM 30, BSM 6616, AM 154. Foreign awards: Belgian FOURRAGERE2 per Belgian Decree #1393, dated 20 November 1945. Commanders: Marge, Gen. Henry D. Russell, Marge. Gen. William H. Simpson, Marge. Gen. Leland S. Hobbs, Marge. Gen. Albert C. Smith. Returned to U.S. the 19th of August 1945, and activated the 25th of November 1945. Organization: 117th, 118th, 119th and 120th Infantry Regiments, 113th, 119th, 197th and 230th Field Artillery Battalions, 105th Engineer Combat Battalion, 30th Cavalry Reconnaissance Troop, 30th Infantry Division Band, 531st Anti-Aircraft Artillery Automatic Weapons Battalion. Combat Chronicle. The 30th Infantry Division arrived in England the 22nd of February 1944 and trained until June. It landed at Omaha Beach, Normandy, the 11th of June 1944, secured the Via-et-Auto Canal, crossed the Via River the 7th of July and, beginning on the 25th of July, spearheaded the St. Lo breakthrough of Operation Cobra. During Operation Cobra, on both 24 and the 25th of July, the 30th encountered a devastating friendly fire incident. As part of the effort to break out of the Normandy hedgerows, U.S. Army Air Force bombers from England were sent to carpet bomb a 1-by-3-mile corridor of the German defenses opposite the American line. However, Air Force planners, in complete disregard or lack of understanding of the role in supporting the ground attack, loaded the heavy B-24 Liberator and B-17 Flying Fortress bombers with 500-pound bombs, destroying roads and bridges and complicating movement through the corridor, instead of light 100-pound bombs intended as anti-personnel devices against German defenders. Air planners switched the approach of attack by 90 degrees without informing ground commanders. Thus, a landmark road to guide the bombers to the bombing zone was miscommunicated as the point to begin the bombing run. Start point confusion was further compounded by red smoke signals that suddenly blew in the wrong direction, and bombs began falling on the heads of the U.S. soldiers. There were over 100 friendly fire casualties over the 2 days, including Lieutenant General Leslie J. McNair, commander of Army Ground Forces. The 30th relieved the 1st Infantry Division near Mortain on the 6th of August. The German drive to Avranches began shortly after. The 30th clashed with the elite 1st SS Panzer Division Leibstandarte SS Adolf Hitler, and fierce fighting in place with all available personnel broke out. The 30th frustrated enemy plans and broke the spearhead of the enemy assault in a violent struggle from 7 to 12 August. After the liberation of Paris, the division drove east through Belgium, crossing the Meuse River at Vissay and Liege on the 10th of September. Elements of the division entered the Netherlands on the 12th of September, and Maastricht fell the next day, moving into Germany and taking up positions along the WURM River. The 30th launched its attack on the heavily defended city of Aachen on the 2nd of October 1944, and succeeded in contacting the 1st Division on the 16th of October, resulting in the encirclement and takeover of Aachen. After a rest period, the 30th eliminated an enemy salient northeast of Aachen on the 16th of November, pushed through Alsdorf to the Inde River on the 28th of November, and then moved to rest areas. On the 17th of December, the division rushed south to the Malmedy-Stavelot area to help block the powerful enemy drive in the Battle of the Bulge, the Germans' last attempt to win a decisive victory over the Western Allies. Again, the 30th met the 1st SS Division Leibstandarte SS Adolf Hitler, and again broke the spearhead of their assault. The 30th Infantry launched a counterattack on the 13th of January 1945 and reached a point 2 miles south of St. Vith, Belgium on the 26th of January, before leaving the battle and moving to an assembly area near Liano on the 27th of January, and to another near Aachen to prepare for attack deeper into the western edge of Germany at the Roer River. The Roer was crossed on the 23rd of February 1945, near Dulwich. The 30th moved back for training and rehabilitation on the 3rd of March, and on the 24th of March made its assault crossing of the Rhine. It pursued the enemy across Germany, mopping up enemy pockets of resistance, took Hamelin on the 7th of April, Braunschweig on the 12th of April, and helped to reduce Magdeburg on the 17th of April. The Russians were contacted at Grunewald on the Elbe River. After a short occupation period, the 30th began its return to the United States, arriving on the 19th of August 1945. In 282 days of combat the division suffered 3,003 killed, 13,376 WIA and 506 died of wounds. Assignments in at the 18th of February 1944, 19th Corps, 1st Army. The 15th of July 1944, 7th Corps. The 28th of July 1944, 19th Corps. The 1st of August 1944, 19th Corps, 1st Army, 12th Army Group. The 4th of August 1944, 5th Corps. The 5th of August 1944, 7th Corps. The 13th of August 1944, 19th Corps. The 26th of August 1944, 15th Corps, 3rd Army, 12th Army Group but attached to 1st Army. The 29th of August 1944, 19th Corps, 1st Army, 12th Army Group. The 22nd of October 1944, 9th Army, 12th Army Group. The 17th of December 1944, 9th Army, 12th Army Group but attached to 5th Corps, 1st Army, 12th Army Group. The 21st of December 1944, 18th Corps, and attached with the 1st Army to the British 21st Army Group. The 18th of January 1945, 18th Corps, 1st Army, 12th Army Group. The 3rd of February 1945, 19th Corps, 9th Army, 12th Army Group. The 6th of March 1945, 16th Corps. The 30th of March 1945, 19th Corps. The 8th of May 1945, 13th Corps. Post-war. Following the war, the 30th Division was once again reactivated as a National Guard formation in 1947, split between 3 states. It included the 119th, 120th, and 121st Infantry Regiments. In 1954, the division became an entirely North Carolina Army National Guard manned formation, as Tennessee's portion became the 30th Armored Division, which was maintained with the Alabama Army National Guard. In 1968, the division was designated as the 30th Infantry Division. On the 4th of January 1974, the division was again deactivated, and the brigade in North Carolina became the 30th Infantry Brigade. The 2nd Brigade, 30th Infantry Division, became the 218th Infantry Brigade.